Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I am just trying to get this yeast stuff set up here because I really want to get this this energy bee going so I can get this going and we can finally craft up some Bioware circuits. So I'm hoping, well, that worked. So that is like a 70% chance of working. So we got that. Now I added a, I'm actually kind of curious how this is gonna work. Do I need this? I don't even need this dough. Just, no need, get rid of it. This needs to be in the bacterial vat. And it doesn't need any of the Seaweed stuff, so it doesn't need the enriched. So I'm kind of hoping I can turn it on with that in it. I can put sugar in it. Is that what I want? No, not hatch. Input bus. Yeah. I don't know how this is going to work, to be honest. What happens if you put... Well, that's a bit awkward the way I've set this up, actually. Because there's no way for me to... Like, what happens if I do this? It's technically the agar stuff that's in there. So that's in there, and then... I have an input hatch, I guess, for the water? I have no idea how much stuff this is I'm gonna need, to be honest. Because this is, you only get 5 from this. And I think I need 5... Ooh. Alright. So liquid DNA. I don't think there's any other way to get this. I mean, these are all basically 1/10, and this is all... Yeah, they're all about the same, it looks like. Lots and lots of sugar, which isn't a problem. I don't think. Yeah, we have 85,000 sugar. I guess we'll just do an export bus with water. And I don't know, let's see how this... Man, I just emptied that. Do I have water in that? Oh, I do have water in that to set the thing. Good. Just gonna say, I just voided that water that now I need again. Oh man, I'm running out of cables here. Oh, I have... How do I want to do this? I guess we'll put the input bus there. I'm just kind of curious if this will work with like 2 recipes in it. I don't really know. Just I was kind of curious because the so you can have an issue with the fluids. I did notice you can't do multiple output hatches, but it does seem you can put multiple input buses, which is cool. Alright. So I guess let's change this. This is kind of temporary, I think. I'll probably just do a big batch of this and then... Actually, it just needs a 0, doesn't it? It's kind of like a weird... Yeah. So there is 0. And then I guess I do need a crafting cut on there because the sugar. Actually, do I? I don't know. Let's just do 100. Let's just see if it works. How about we just do that before we get into anything super crazy here. All right, so there's the water, that, and then I need sugar in there. And let's see if it works. Let's not pipe that into that tank. Yeah, let's see if this actually works. I have no idea. So, got that, we got that. We got the water. Does this do a... No, this still doesn't even do better ratio, same time and everything. So, all right. We hit this, is this gonna work? All right, so it does appear to be, it did work. All right, nice. Okay, so that's pretty good, I think. So export. Now, I don't know how much... Yeah, this is going to be a bit slow, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because... Unless I switch... I should switch... Maybe I should switch the recipe to, like... Sugar is, you know... A stack of sugar does that kind of thing. So... This is going to be kind of awkward, because if I put it in there, it's... I need to get the sugar out before it puts it in. Oh. Sugar. There we go. Yeah, if I do that, then it just crafts it faster. I'm kind of going through and trying to fix all recipes that kind of get the 1-to-1 recipe, like, kind of slows it down. So if I notice it, I am trying to do it like that. So, all right. Bacterial vat, is that getting sugar? Yeah. Will it turn on by itself? All right, it did. All right, cool. So we're getting the common yeast field, and then this just goes into the large... Is it a large chemical reactor? Oh, it can just go in a regular centrifuge. Oh, that's kind of annoying recipe, to be honest, with the circuit in the centrifuge. That is a bit annoying. And anyway, that is... Yeah, so that's that. Man, so how many? I need 125 of these. Is that right? Because I need 500. So how much fluid yeast fluid do I need? $5,000. Of course, because it's a 10. So I need 500. I need 10 times that. Or, is that right? Yeah. Anyway, we need... Yeah, I need 500, so I need 10 times that. Yeah, 5,000. All right, so that's going to take a little while. I guess... You know what? I'm just going to do this. 5,000 sugar. There we go. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so it's not that bad. I probably should put acceleration cards on there, though. But, all right, let me get this stuff crafted up. And turned around here. Where am I? Actually, let's put a couple in there, I think. There we go. That's better. All right. Yeah, let me cut here and we'll come back. All right, it looks like it's actually... It's making 20 now instead of the 5. So I guess we're getting, like, the bonus. But, man, I am, like... Don't understand how the efficiency thing works on this machine. I don't get it. Did we just go through all that sugar? We did. All right. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out, that we were getting a higher amount because there is fluid in the output hatch. All right, I think I'm ready here. Yeah, we have everything except for this environmental processor. So I got my DNA. And then the environmental circuits, really easy. I had both those auto crafting. And then obviously IV tier, that's easy. So let's grab, guess we'll do, yeah, I ended up getting 544 millibuckets. before I shut it off, but yeah. Guess we'll just, yeah, I'll just pull that out and leave it in the A system. Come on. There we go. I don't remember, did I crafted up a bunch more fluid things as well. I can't remember if I mentioned that. But man, those are getting filled up. Too, I must have something that shouldn't be going in the A system. Chlorine. I feel like chlorine is, it should be, I don't want to get too distracted here, but yeah, I'm gonna have to increase that. I think because that's clogging up the A system. But I gotta go through every single fluid and kind of figure out what's going on. But anyway, there is the environmental processor. I forgot to do a, I'm not gonna worry about that. So we're gonna do a jungle, which will give us the damp, and then, is that what I want to do? Yeah, jungle, and I'm already forgetting. Energy. Right, no, that'll give us the warm. And then I need to do a dryer, that's right. So that'll give us the warm, and then we need a dryer one, so that you have that. So there is a dryer upgrade and a jungle upgrade. So not too bad. I definitely need to up my distilled water. I am not producing enough distilled water, that's for sure. So gotta do that. Because the growth medium that I'm using to craft the mutagen is using distilled water. And I went through like that entire thing. So, all right, is this finally it? Hopefully this is finally it. We'll pull that out. We'll probably use that at some point. We don't need the lifespan upgrade. All right, so let's just double check. Yeah, we're not getting the energetic combs. Let's turn that off. Now if I put that in there, it's going to be too humid. I put one of those in. It'll make it warm normal, which should be the correct temperature. And if I speed this up, there we go. We are getting energy combs. Finally. So it's sped up, and yeah, there we go. Now, let me think here. We need, yeah, so we already have 119 of them. That's hilariously fast. I turned off the ore dictionary because I had like the uranium and for the recipes for the climate control. I don't know if there's any way to like blacklist these from an ore dictionary thing. I doubt it, but we already have 480. That is hilarious. So, and I can actually put one more production upgrade in there if needed. So let's go ahead and do this and put the comb. I wonder if there's, I don't think there is an easier way to do that, but no. See, this one's like comb HV, but that one doesn't have one. So yeah. Anyway, there is, oh, it just went up 25 there. So we are producing Engerium. That will finally this going. All right, so let me get to this going again. Need to, do I have a, I don't particularly want to craft it because that'll use up my ruby dust and I don't want to do that. Yeah, but everything else I think we're good. I want to start getting through the seaweed and we'll have to speed that up and everything. So lots of things we're going to need to speed up here. And let me just, it's enriched. We have 300,000 enriched Naquata ingots. All right, so there is that. That is finally running. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I still haven't figured out what I want to do with this, but I just want to get this running and producing seaweed at this point. So there's the seaweed broth. And yeah, I think we're good here. I'll turn this back on because we have a 3,000 bones here. We still have 3,600 agar, so pretty big backup here. So that is pretty good. I definitely need to increase the speed of this. That is for sure. So what I'm kind of thinking is connecting it directly to thing. I still don't understand how the thing, like sometimes even if there's nothing in it, like this time it'll do 100, but I don't know, is it using extra seaweed or I really don't know. It seemed like that time it used the 8 from there. I don't know. I really gotta like figure out how this actually works. Because I feel like it's not producing extra from the materials. Like if it was only pulling 1 process of that and 8 of this and 1 of these or whatever, I can't remember the exact ratio, and then a stack of these, and then it gave you 500, like that makes sense. But like we take a look at this, see what it pulls out of it. See, that just pulled out the 8. But then is it? Man, I don't know. I gotta figure out a way to figure out this output hatch. I really wish it worked with Steve's Factory Manager because that would make this so much easier, but I know there's other ways to do it. But anyway, enough of that. I'll do a little testing, because if that is... Alright, so that pulled 8. Let me see if we can figure this out. So that pulled 8. So in theory, that should be the 50. So is it pulling more fluid, but like only using... So that was 150. All right, so it is using less of these ingredients. I don't think it's using less of the nutrient agar though. I think it pulls more of that. All right, and that looked like it pulled like a stack from here. So it looks like, yeah, what I am kind of gathering here is it seems to be using the same amount of this, but producing more seaweed broth, but it's pulling more of that, which I was kind of hoping it would do less of that as well. All right, one last time here. So we're at 7,200. Let's see what it pulls out. $47, 200. See, then it pulled out more of that. So it pulled out 10 times that amount. But it doesn't look like it pulled out 10 times this amount. So oh no, because of course it wouldn't. Because I only have a stack in there. So if to pull... All right. So that's going to use less seaweed, but it's going to use more of that. All right, so it is better. I kind of I was going off of this, that it was pulling 10 times that, but I didn't even think to look at these amounts. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do that. And I don't know. It doesn't seem to go any higher than 10 times, but I don't know. Like, is it gonna give me 500? It should give me 500 here. Yeah. I don't see it doing any more than that, but I haven't tested a output hatch with like a super high amount of the seaweed broth in there. I did it with the output hatch, the small one. But I don't know if, like, if you have a higher tier with more in there, is that going to do that? I don't know. So I'm just going to kind of let this run for a little bit and see where we kind of go here. I already have 624. That is hilarious. All right. But I do want to speed this up. And what I'm thinking is connecting this directly to the power substation, I think. Question is, what tier? So if I do UHV, I mean, I don't want to pull like an insane amount. I think I'm just going to let this run for now. We're producing 500. So, I mean, this is going to be... I want to speed this up as well. So, yeah, let me just let this run and we'll kind of see. I want to see kind of what happens with this. So, and it fills up with more and more of the stuff. We have 4,000, which unfortunately is not going to be enough for one yet. So, yeah, let me kind of just let this run for a while and we'll come back. All right, I think I'm going to upgrade my chemical reactor here with a UV energy hatch, so I'm overclocking it basically. But I'm not overclocking the other one because this is going through this stuff much quicker than this is producing it. So it's going to take me some time to kind of figure out, you know, like speeds and everything and amounts, but I think we'll test this out and see how this works. Yeah, so this will basically, ooh. That was weird. Why did that not work? Right, that should be. Yeah, UHV. All right. Can this not be overclocked? But that was... I feel like that was really weird, right? Like, why isn't that working? Since I overclocked it. Let me try... Yeah, that should work, shouldn't it? I mean, I'm pulling enough amps. I mean, that was only going to pull 4 amps instead of the 1. Yeah, that was weird. Can you not overclock these like that? Maybe I'm... No, I'm pretty sure I've done that before. That's weird. Alright, so I'm underneath my power station and I realized I'm pulling 14 or 15 amps of UV power already. So when I added the 4 amps from here, it couldn't get enough power. So that was why it shut off. Although I thought it would have when I hit it to enable it again, I thought it would have turned on and immediately turned off again. Yeah, I realized that because I went to craft up a UHV energy hatch, and I realized this machine was turned off, and it just kind of dawned on me, like, wait, how many amps am I actually pulling with the world accelerators? Because these are, I mean, this is pulling a ton of power as well. So yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to connect this room directly, which I think I probably will. But it also kind of begs the question is, like, I'm kind of stressing my power grid here because I can only use 16 amps of UV, and I'm almost like at that point. But I don't. The other thing is, though, I don't want to. I mean, I'm also using a ton of power as well, so that's the other thing. So I can only transmit 16 amps of UV, but I'm not producing that much. So, I mean, as we can see, I'm dropping quite a bit here, which is fine, but the, yep, I just realized that probably turned off the, yep. So yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, I'm just trusting my power grid too much, which is kind of crazy. We're up to 16 amps of UV I'm using at this point, so. Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of understandable with the world accelerators. They use 6 amps each. I also notice I am filling up my A system again, so I am voiding beeswax, and I need to void honey. I don't need that much. And yeah, I'm voiding bone meal as well because I'm getting a ton of it from the crops. So I also need to. I really need to figure out my resource generation, to be honest. Maybe make like a whole bunch of crops for this. I don't know. So much, so much to do. It's a little time, but I'm pretty happy with the finally getting this producing Energirium. I'm gonna do the Leptron. The reason I didn't wait to do Leptron is because if we look at the Leptron, it is icy and damp, which I think to get icy and damp in this, I would need, I think I figured out I need 5. Like 5 upgrade kind of things, so that I'm not quite there yet, being able to produce that much, because I am, yeah, I only have 125 mutagen, and you need 100 each. So, all right. But now that we got that going, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I need to get this sped up. So that is that. But now that we have, oh, let's see. Now we have 28,000 in there. I still think I'm getting 500 every time. So I think I'm just going to wait till that fills up even more and see if I can get a higher than, I guess is that, I guess that's 100%. It's probably not going to get any higher than that, is it? Is that 10 times the amount? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to let this fill up and see what happens with that. And then next episode we'll come back and hopefully start looking at this this stuff. So we're going to need, holy cow, look at that. Stargate crystal. I don't even want to know how many of those you would need. Anyway, so yeah, I need 16. So 16 stacks. All right. Yeah, so 16 stacks of seaweed. Oh my goodness, there's so much. It does need just so much. But we'll take a look at that next episode, because we do have the raw growth medium. Yeah, and we'll see kind of what we're looking at with this. Yeah, I think I underestimated the amount that we're going to need there. But we do get mutagen from that, so... yeah, let me... really quick before we wrap up, let me take a look at this recipe. Is it bio... this one, right? 32. Man, I need 32 of those, plus some sterilized biomedium, but that's not a lot. That's just for one of those. Let's do some quick math here. So I would need 8 of these. So what is that? 8 times 16 is 128, and then, man, 128 stacks of seaweed. Holy cow. Oh, it is 8,000. Okay, so I was right. I thought it was 8,000, but yeah. All right, so it's about 8,000 seaweed per circuit, which is kind of what I thought it was. All right, so I am right. And so far, which I haven't really optimized anything super much here, we're up to 4,000. So, I mean, yeah, those mainframe ones are going to be super, super expensive, but we're not going to be crafting them very often. So, all right, we're getting there. So hopefully next episode we can come back. I'll do a little more testing with this and kind of see if I can figure anything out. And hopefully we'll have 8,000 seaweed. And then we will be able to craft up a Bioware circuit. Finally. After, I don't know, 40 episodes, I feel like I first mentioned Bioware circuits. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching and have a good one.